So I have a problem, and I hope I'm not the only one that does. I assume there's more people out there that have this, where I have a camera that takes amazing pictures and video, and when you go on YouTube and you ask, you know, what are the best settings to use, you get cameras have gotten so good. You need the highest quality videos at all time. In order to get the highest quality video, you have to shoot at the highest bitrate. You end up with files the size of Mount Everest. Whoa, no one likes that, and they're too big, and I don't know what to do with them, and then they just sit on a hard drive and no one sees them ever. I had an issue with that and I didn't like it, and I needed to figure out what to do. I don't like big files, and I cannot lie. I was trying to figure out what to do, and I talked to a friend, and they gave me a suggestion. He said, why don't you just shoot in a lower bitrate? And every single alarm bell in my brain went off saying, that's so dumb. Don't do that. You have this camera that shoots amazing quality video. You pay all this money for 422 10-bit color science, 100 megabits a second. You bought the V90 card so that way you can do it, or the V60 card. Why would I not shoot at the absolute highest quality that I could do? I found that I was recording video of my family and never doing anything with it, not using it, and then occasionally I wouldn't even record video because the thought was just like, I don't want to go through 8 gigabytes of video of just, my kids walking in a park. So then I was talking to someone, like I said, and they said record at a lower bit rate. And so I was like, that's crazy. Why would I do that? And then it really started sitting in my mind, and I was just like, why don't I do that? So I was like, okay, I need to do some tests. I need to see if there actually is a big difference between everyday use between these different video codecs, and not the codecs, but between the different video bits per second. So that's exactly what I did. I did some test footage, which is not very good, but it was fun to do. I recorded a bunch of stuff at different bit rates to see if there was a noticeable difference for just normal everyday stuff, where you're not necessarily going to do a bunch of pushing and pulling of the colors and shadows and highlights, and you need to have the absolute most dynamic range all the time. You just want something that's easy and good to use. So I recorded a bunch of stuff in 422 10-bit, 100 megabits a second, 422 10-bit, 50 megabits a second, and then, hold on to your pants, 420 10-bit, 30 megabits a second. And I was kind of shocked by the results. I think that the 30 megabit per second video looks pretty darn good. Alright, so I want to start with a normal exposure, something that I would just quickly go and grab while I'm out. And I was shocked at how similar these all looked, at least just on the computer screen. With an underexposed indoor, I kind of wanted to see what I could do if I push them in a minute. So I have a corrected version coming up here. If you look, with the corrected version, I didn't do a lot, but I wanted to push the shadows up just a touch. And while it is not properly exposed, it looks decent. For an overexposed, it's the exact same thing. I wanted to overexpose the highlights a bit and then try to bring it down and see how it would look, and I was shocked, as you'll see here with the corrected footage, that it held together pretty well. Now on some of these you do see there's a diffusion up on the highlights. I had a mist filter on there, and so that's that. And then for the studio stuff, oh god, hello. For the studio stuff, I really just wanted to test and see if there was a big difference just sitting here, and I didn't see anything. It looks solid. So I hope that you were able to not see a difference. That's the whole point of this entire thing, is I recorded a bunch of stuff in the various bit rates and I didn't see a difference at all. So I mean, I recorded stuff at, you saw the 42210 bit 100 megabits a second. The files were just huge. You know, I recorded for 4 or 5 seconds and I was getting 100 megabyte files, 200 megabyte files for a couple seconds. And then I was doing it on the 30 megabits per second, and the files were totally manageable and they were small. And then when I blew them up on my computer and I took a look at them, they were almost imperceivable. I even, zoomed in a couple times to, 100%, 200%, and it really wasn't that big of a difference. I do shoot most of everything right now at S-Cinetone, and the reason for that is I don't want to color grade. I plan on doing another video about log footage in the future, so keep your eyes peeled for that, but it's going to be a lot of the same as this, which is just like, why would I use something that's overkill for what my daily use is if it's just going to cause more work? I don't like recording videos on my phone because it's a phone, and I kind of like to separate church and state. My camera is my camera, it's my creative tool. My phone is my device to connect to the world, I guess. I don't know. I don't like recording videos on my phone. I want to record videos with my camera. I want to use good quality glass, high quality camera, get stuff that looks great, that I can have for years and share with the family. And now being able to do that with this is going to open up hopefully a lot of possibilities for just like family video recording and being able to get good footage out and about, and I don't have to stress about it anymore. I mean, now next time I go out I can just shoot as freely as I want because there's no pressure now. I don't have to worry about, is this the highest quality possible? It can be just, this was a fun video that I shot, and I'm not gonna say that this is the right answer for everybody, but I think that this is definitely the right answer for me. If you're doing commercial work or you're getting paid to do stuff, especially like real estate stuff where you really need all of that dynamic range, then by all means this is not the answer for you. I thought that this would be a good solution, good middle ground, and I was really shocked at the results. I hope that you could see the results and you agree with me. If you don't agree with me, let me know. I'm excited at the possibilities of being able to record like this and see what other options there are out there that are not just, this is what YouTube says. And I think that there's going to be a lot of fun in the future with this. So consider subscribing, I guess. I'm going to do a lot of tests and lens comparisons, but just basically my thoughts and opinions on camera stuff for photography, videography, specifically surrounding father, and not necessarily just photo video about kids, but just like someone who works, who has a full-time job, and I like photo and video stuff, so I want to talk about it. If that interests you and you want to be a part of the conversation, drop a comment, let me know. I'm definitely excited to hear what people have to say, whether it's you agree with me or if you vehemently disagree with me and you think I am bonkers for recording in anything other than 422 10-bit 100 megabits a second. I mean, I know some people are like, no, you need to record all intro. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Goodbye. Big files? Who dat? Big files suck. Big files suck. I think I want to start over. This is a really long take of nothing. 422 10-bit, 100 megabits. Is it megabits per second? Megabytes per second. Hooray, I was right. It is megabits per second. That might be the winner, hooray. That might be the winner, hooray. Okay. YouTube has been lying to you. I uncovered a conspiracy between YouTube and big media storage. The truth uncovered. I might have discovered a workaround. I have some thoughts.